to another edition of the D&D Morning Show.
Coming back at ya.
We're here on location.
Still my finger moves. Boom, bing. All right.
It's kind of fun. Should try it out.
Dorothy has a hard time controlling herself some days.
Oh, some days.
What do we have going on?
Today, we're going to be talking about the winter blues. We got a little fun fact, kind of related to winter blues, hey? Got something to do with boots.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to be talking about changing things up. We got a new recipe for you, muscle recipe, and we got a quote to end it off.
Oh,
winter
yeah.
quote.
Our winter theme of winter blues.
Ba-dum-bum-ting.
Oh, nice. Fun fact.
So let's talk about the fun fact. So how do you want me to say it, or do you want to say it about yourself?
I don't like boots.
Drew does not like boots.
Never liked boots. Not a boots fan. When I was a kid, I was always playing sports, and I had these big boots on, and they were weighing me down. I think that has a lot to do with it.
All the way back to his childhood.
Emotionally weighing me down.
Bum.
I just never liked boots. They're like big and clunky and
Bulky.
couldn't really run with them, and so
he avoided boots. When I first met Drew, when it came to winter, he had these like shoes that I'm not even sure how old they were, but they had holes in the soles of them. And he was wearing them throughout the winter, shoveling the driveway in these like holy shoes. And I felt bad for him because I almost thought, well, maybe he can't afford new shoes.
Well, the reason I wore I have nice shoes. I used to have like all brand new shoes, and I kind of got past that stage as I grew up and other things became more important in my life than shoes and hats. But I would always have nice shoes, and I didn't want to get them dirty or wet or like snow all over them. So when I went outside in the snow, I wore old shoes.
And he'd come in stomping, like, because his feet were cold. I'm like, man, how about you buy some boots? But he was like dead stuck on no boots. I could not budge him.
I should mention that I did travel the world for 10 years. A lot of that was in California. Some of that was in Texas, Australia. So I didn't really need boots. And when I would come back to visit, it would be for a short time. So it'd be for a couple weeks, maybe a month. So I was like, I'm not buying shoes. I don't need them.
He's trying to save himself here.
When I got back and started living here for longer periods of time, I didn't want to buy boots because then I always felt like I was giving in and I was stuck here in winter. So I stuck with shoes.
And then, last year, after like 6 years of me bugging Drew to buy some boots, he bought boots last year.
Found some boots on sale.
Yeah, I think it was like towards the end of the season last year, right?
I don't know.
And you bought some, like kind of like springish, but not quite springish.
I don't know.
Anyway.
They're fantastic.
And he loves them.
They're
He will never
enjoyable.
go bootless another winter ever.
It's so much more enjoyable. The little joys I find in winter are enjoyable with boots.
Enjoyable boots.
It's true.
6 years. 6 years it took me to get him to buy boots.
Stay strong. I'm persistent in my ways. Okay, so that's a little fun fact for you. I do wear boots now. They're actually really nice boots, and they're warm.
And they're warm.
So,
Yes.
there you go. What's up? What do we got?
What do we got? We're going to talk about the winter blues, actually. So that's why, we're talking about boots. Now we're talking about winter blues. I think we all get there. We all have those times. It's colder inside more, less daylight. We all get kind of down in about the winter. But we're going to talk today about some different ways that you can kind of get past the winter blues.
Right.
Go ahead.
Shall I start?
Yes. I did the intro, now it's your turn.
Yeah, winter blues are tough. It depends. Like different people enjoy different things about the winter time, or I suppose depending on where you live. But winter's a challenging one because of the things that you mentioned, and because motivation seems to be at its very lowest point when winter comes in. And at least at the time of this filming this video, is winter's just setting in. We just got through a fall that was okay. It certainly wasn't. It was okay. It wasn't freezing and it wasn't snowing. It was like, yeah. But winters are challenging, and we have long months up here in Canada where we're filming this in Alberta. We have long winters, and they're challenging to get through. They're challenging to stay motivated and to set goals and to do some of the things we're going to give you suggestions on. But that's just the truth of the matter. It's challenging, and a lot of people go through winter depression because there isn't a whole lot to look forward to until spring is in sight, and we change our clocks again, and until it's a happier, more sunny time of our lives.
Yeah, but we're here to help you and give you tips on how different ways you can get around that or get past that, or find things to look forward to.
Right.
So do you want to get into it?
Christmas.
Oh my.
How about that one?
Yes.
I don't know where that came from. I was just thinking
blurted. He's a blurter.
Thinking of things to look forward to. We can look forward to Christmas. No, but I think that's important. That's one of my first tip is to find things to look forward to. Now that could be a vacation or a trip to somewhere warmer in the wintertime. A lot of times we plan winter trips. And isn't there a break in school during the wintertime?
There's a couple different breaks, because Christmas is one, and then there's winter break, spring break, so there's a few different breaks.
So if you can, we'll look forward to them, but try to do things if it's possible to get away, or if it's possible to go somewhere where it's sunnier or warmer. If you can plan that would be a tip or suggestion, because then you have something to look forward to that's partway in between now and the end of winter.
Yeah, and if you do find yourself kind of stuck in the moment now, you could do something small to get away and kind of reset. So you could take a little drive, or go away for the night, or visit family, or do something small to get yourself out of the situation and kind of have a different outlook.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where it is. If you have the ability to get somewhere where we're a couple hours away from the mountains, so you can get away to the mountains for an afternoon, for a weekend, that's a possibility. Some people might be closer to a beach. If you can get away, if you live inland and it takes a couple hours for you to get to the beach, that's a good thing to set your sights on, to look forward to. So, and then like Dorothy was saying, if it's just an overnight thing, if it's a long country drive, or if it's a city drive, if you're used to being in the country, drive through the city. I really think that if you get a chance to see different sights, there's different smells, you hear different sounds, that changes your whole perspective instead of the same thing day after day.
And often in the winter, we spend more time inside, so it's nice to get out of the house and even go somewhere different. So even if it's just an afternoon or a couple hours spent out in a local coffee shop or a tea place, you grab a tea, you sit, and it's just different surroundings that will help you refocus and reshift.
And I think even finding different things to do, like you could go to a different gym, like you can go rock climbing, for example. You can go to an indoor pool. What's that? Something else you can do? You can go snowshoeing. You can go outdoor. What's that? Cross country skiing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that you can do, and even if you're not used to, like I'm not a rock climber, like I'm not a snowshoer, but open your vision and try to think of different things so it gives you something to look forward to, so you're not stuck inside all winter.
And that's a great point, but I was just gonna move right on to the next thing there.
Let's go.
I don't know, I was just gonna start talking. I was like, oh, maybe he wasn't done. Were you done?
Let's move on.
So I just wanted to bring up goals and deciding what we want, because that's what I was thinking about while you were talking about getting away.
Just listen to me.
Because when you get away, there's always a new energy or a new focus when you come back. But it's important to have a goal or to know what you want when you come back to make that change happen. Because if we come back and we settle into the same routine or the same way or the same habits, then we're going to end up right back where we started before our little getaway.
So what are you saying? Make some goals?
Set some goals.
All right.
So decide, something that you want, or what it is that you want to change if you're in the blues, right? So and set a goal to change that.
Yeah, find something again. That I think it goes back to find something to look forward to. But if you set your sights on something that you want to achieve, and we talk about we're not weight loss type of people, but if you say something like I want to fit into this dress at Christmas time, you take that dress and you hang it on the outside of your closet. That's something that you can visually see on a regular basis. Or maybe if you're going away somewhere warm for a Christmas break, you can take a bikini out and you put that on the outside of your closet. Again, a constant reminder of visualization. And there's so many different things you can do, like post things on. You can post quotes on the fridge.
We love quotes.
You can write things on motivational things on your mirror on that with those erasable markers.
Dry erase markers, yeah.
You can put quotes around the house. There's so many things that we can do. I think it's just important to understand that to make the decision that you're going to do something this winter, you're going to change your mindset, and you're going to have I suppose, get past those winter blues.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I just want to mention Detoxify Yourself here. This is a book that I wrote quite some time ago now, but you can find it on...
When he didn't wear boots.
When I didn't wear boots. You can find that on Amazon, and we're also going to put a new order in as well, so we're going to have physical copies as well. So if you want a digital copy, you can go to Amazon or a handful of those digital bookstores, like we went through Book Baby. I don't know if that helps, but Detoxify Yourself is a 30-day meal plan that it's a gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, GMO-free, and it has recipes, grocery shopping lists. Also talks about the things that you put in your body, on your body, and the things that you cook with. So a whole lifestyle detox is what we put together in that book.
Yeah, it's a great starting point if you're looking to transition into, a more plant-based diet as well.
Yeah,
so,
good point.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Or a nice refresher if you're already living a plant-based diet. So we've got a recipe coming up next. We were just talking about the winter blues and the importance of switching things up, getting away, and it's no different in the kitchen when we are cooking or making meals. It's important to switch things up, get creative, do things differently so that you don't get bored.
That's right.
Don't get the mealtime blues.
Mealtime blues. So this recipe I put together, and it takes a bit more time, and it's more involved, I suppose, than our usual recipes. They're usually like easy. No?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I totally agree with you, Drew.
Oh, some controversy on the D&D Morning Show.
I just think that it's something that you wouldn't normally have. So maybe you're looking at the grocery store for some different ingredients and stuff. But as far as time goes, the prep time of this recipe isn't a whole lot different. Maybe the baking time is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, you're right. Doesn't take too much time. It's not like you're making a 6-course meal.
Yeah.
It's really, we're talking about mussels and red sauce?
Yes.
So the mussels and red sauce, what you want to do is you want to rinse your mussels, like you want to take them out. They're going to be frozen. You want to take them out and let them thaw, and you want to rinse them. Mm-hmm. So you just put that in a colander, strainer?
Colander.
And then you rinse them, so you let them sit. If any of them are open, you want to toss those out because those aren't any good.
They're not going to be any good anymore if they're opened, yeah.
But the recipe's very simple. All I did was saute garlic, onions, and green peppers in a pan in coconut oil. And then I had, when those were almost cooked, I just...
A little crunchy still.
Yeah, always a little crunchy.
Not mushy.
Always a little crunchy. And then I just took out an oven-safe pan, and I transferred those into the sauteed vegetables into that oven-safe pan. Then I added just diced tomatoes or chopped tomatoes?
A can, right?
Yeah.
Of diced tomatoes?
Probably 2 cans.
2 cans.
We'll post the whole recipe with this show, but 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and then throw the mussels in there with them and let them bake. And then after that, all I did was put them back on after they were baked and all the flavors
all
were
juicy and yummy.
Yeah, once that was all put together, put it back on the stove and just let it saute a little bit. And I think that it offers a little different type of cooking format from sauteing to baking to back to on top of the stove.
Yeah.
And
they're fantastic.
You can have them with like a little piece of bread. What do you call that? Just like a little...
baguette.
Little baguette. Mm-hmm. You can have it like that, or you can have it with pasta, for example. Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can just dip crackers in it, but it's delicious, and it's really a nice change from the usual everyday type of meal.
Yeah, it's something that you wouldn't have on a regular basis, but like Drew said, it's nice to switch it up. It's a nice change.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a little bit more gourmet.
Yeah, we could say that. It's more gourmet.
There you go.
So we have a quote?
Yeah, let's end it off with a quote. It's a short quote, but it's very fitting for the topic of our show, winter blues. And it says that sorry, I was thinking about it. Snowflakes are winter's butterflies. Isn't that nice?
It's nice. It's a nice thing to think about while you're sitting inside and you don't really want to go outside because it's so cold.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see all these beautiful
Little
snowflakes.
Beautiful winter butterflies.
Give you something to look forward to.
Yes, that's right. Butterflies.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the D&D Morning Show.
We're always happy to have you tune in. It's always exciting
Sure is.
for us to do these shows. So thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next show.
See you guys.
Bye.